Skywork Desktop isn't just another AI chatbot. It's an AI assistant that lives inside Windows, sees your files, understands your projects, and actually completes real tasks from start to finish. It's not about answering questions, it's about getting real work done right on your desktop. Shall we see how this marvel works? But first, subscribe to the channel, and to watch the videos without ads, just click the join button. Deal? Then let's get to the video. Skywork Desktop works like an extremely fast and organized coworker. It reads documents, spreadsheets, PDFs, images, videos, and entire folders. It understands it all within the context of a single project and acts based on that. And most importantly, everything runs locally on your computer. That means your files don't need to be uploaded to the cloud. The first big advantage is that Skywork is native to Windows. It doesn't simulate a desktop. It really operates within it. That means dealing with old files, messy folders, real projects, and much more, not just neat little examples. The second is that it uses multiple AI models, automatically choosing the best one for each task. You don't have to decide anything. It decides for you and moves on. And the third, and maybe the most important, Skywork doesn't depend on manual uploads. It goes straight into your workspace, understands everything as a whole, and executes with full context. Alright guys, so after clicking the link that's going to be down here in the description of this video, you'll sign up here on the Skywork.ai platform. Once that's done, just click this icon to download Skywork Desktop to your computer. You can see that it's already available here for Windows, starting from Windows 10 and up. Then, just proceed with the installation as usual on your PC. Well, once the installation is finished, you'll open the program and you'll see this interface here, which is very easy to use. How do you interact with the artificial intelligence? Through a prompt. Let me show you how it works. Before that, take a look at this folder I have here. It's all messy with several different types of animals. What can I do? I can ask Skywork to organize all of this for me. Pay attention to the prompt. Here is a folder full of images of different types of animals. Please organize them into subfolders of different types, with the name of each folder being the type of animal the images belong to. So, I'm going to click here to select my messy folder. Done. Folder selected. Now I just need to send the command. I'll even leave it here on the side so we can clearly see what's going to happen inside my folder. Notice that it already started running a script to access what's inside my computer, and from there it starts working. The cool thing is that I can follow step by step everything that's happening on my computer, and as the tasks are completed, they already show up here on my side panel. Notice that it's categorizing here, bird, bird, fish. So, it can identify what kind of animal it is, then categorize it, and only then will it put it in a folder. Look, it already started creating the subfolders here without me having to do absolutely anything. Done, it's already finished, and now I have each animal inside its own folder. Isn't that interesting? So, just imagine if you have a completely messy folder with 100, 200, 300, 400, or even 1000 files. Look at what you can do. You ask Skywork Desktop to organize everything, put it into subfolders, and then everything is organized on your computer without you having to do it manually, which can take a long time. Now let's move on to the next example. So, I'm going to open a new task here by clicking on New Task. Notice that I have the option here to work with the models. Cloud Opus 4.5, Cloud Sonnet 4.5, Gemini 3 Pro Preview, and Gemini 3 Flash Preview. But I recommend that you leave it on Autorouter because the artificial intelligence itself will identify which model is suitable for each task you want to perform. Now I have this other folder here with assorted animals. They are already divided into subfolders, and in each one I have different animals. So this one is going to be my prompt. Create a slide presentation. For each subfolder inside this folder, there are some images of a type of animal. Choose 12 types of animals and create corresponding slides explaining what each animal is, along with some basic information. The final result should be a presentation with the image of the animal on each slide and its corresponding basic information. Do not change the image dimensions. So, here I have an integration of Skywork Desktop with Skywork itself. Why? I will access the files on my computer, and from there I will take these images and turn them into a presentation. So I will choose my folder here, work in the folder. I will select my folder, folder selected. Just send the command and wait a little bit. So, the process is very similar. It will access the files on my computer, identify the folders, the images, everything that's inside, and from there it will give me the presentation. What's really interesting is that it organizes the process itself. So it has 5 tasks to complete here, and I can see all of this in real time. Done! It's already finished, and the most impressive thing is that it saved my presentation inside that folder where the images were. Let's check it out. So, here inside the assorted animals folder, all my subfolders are here, and here's my presentation. Let's see how it turned out. Look how cool this is. Animal Kingdom, nature's fascinating species. Lion, tiger, panda. Dolphin. Notice that it used all the images that were on my computer, put together my presentation, and more than that, provided some basic information about each of them. And another very interesting thing is that since this is a PowerPoint presentation, besides viewing and presenting, you can also edit whatever you want. So everything is available here. Made with artificial intelligence from Skywork desktop, which went to my computer, took my images, and transformed them. One more example. Well, now I'm going to do the following. I'm going to create a new task. I'll use this same folder here with the assorted animals, and I'll use the following prompt. Please generate a report in docs format based on the animal photos in this folder, which are organized into subfolders by animal type. Choose 6 types of animals from the folder and write a report explaining what each animal is and providing some facts about it. In other words, it's a pretty complex prompt where it will have to analyze the images and then deliver the report to me in docs format. Let's see if it can do it. While it's working here, notice that on the side we have some skills. In other words, some abilities that you can install on Skywork desktop to make it even smarter. So here in Documents, it has the ability to create docs, PDF, PPTX, and XLS files. But if I want, I have the option here to install whatever capability I want. Here in social media, I can install, for example, a skill for it to create posts for my Instagram, for LinkedIn, for Reddit, and so on. Here in the most popular ones, the ability to create files in PPTX is already installed. But look, I can also integrate with Google Workspace using Nano Banana Pro so that it uses Google's artificial intelligence to create images for me without having to leave Skywork desktop. So, there are several skills available here for you to download and really boost your Skywork desktop. Done. It finished creating my report in docs format. Let's see how it turned out. And it saved it in the same folder where I had my assorted animals. Look, folder open, docs report. Let's see how it turned out. Check this out. How cool. Report about animals. This report presents information about 6 different types of animals found in various habitats around the world. Each section includes a description of the animal and interesting facts about its characteristics and behaviors. So, I have here a lion and its corresponding image with some data about the animal, and the same thing with giant panda, penguin, dolphin, butterfly, and giraffe. So, the 6 animals I asked him to choose for me are here in the report in docs format with some relevant information about each of them. This is impressive because I had a folder with just a few images, and I asked him to take some of those images and turn them into a report in docs format, and that's exactly what he did. More than that, besides creating my report, he downloaded the file directly to my computer. Lastly, I want to show you that it's also possible to use Skywork desktop to build a landing page based on the files I have on my computer. See how it works. I'll click here to pick another folder. Folder selected. Build a unique SEO optimized landing page for the product described in the attached folder. Requirements: only 1 page. Use exactly the value propositions from the briefing, and so on. That's it. I'm going to send my command. Done. It's already finished writing the code for me here. So, just so you understand. This was the original folder. So, I had some images here. There was a briefing here so it could understand what I wanted to do. And from that, it created my landing page. Let's see how it turned out. Look how cool. It's impressive that it used exactly the images I uploaded. The content is in English because the briefing was in English. But look, it managed to do exactly what I asked for. If I want to translate it into Portuguese, no problem at all. Just come here. Simple as that. Translate the landing page content into Portuguese. Then just send it. Look, it not only translated the page, but also updated the file that was there in the folder on my computer. Let's see how it turned out. I have the same file here, updated. Let's double click it. And that's it. I already have professional, editable, high-quality posters here in minutes. What do you want to create? And here I have the page completely translated into Portuguese. So, guys, this saves a lot of time. You can use an AI that will access your files. It will understand your documents, everything you have saved on your computer. And from there, you can ask it to create a report, an Excel spreadsheet, a PowerPoint presentation. Organize your files. Anyway, the sky's the limit. Now we have an AI that works not just in the browser, but also on our computer. Cool, right? Skywork Desktop doesn't just try to be smarter, it tries to be more useful. It's an AI designed for people who really work on the computer. It deals with real files, old projects, accumulated mass, and tight deadlines. So, if you always felt that AIs helped, but didn't get things done, this approach here is totally different. If you want to try an AI assistant that really understands your desktop, the link is in the description and in the first pinned comment. Alright, see you next time. Bye bye.
I've been